Hey peoples, so here we are in St. Bruno, and as promised I'm going to do my little 5-minute recipe. It's probably going to be longer than that, but you know, hey, that's me, big mouth. So it's right after 12, here as you can see. I have a watch, can't read it, but So we're going to make the lasagna we're making an entire meal, as I promised, in 2 cups. These are 2 cups I got at Walmart way back in the day, and they're 500 milliliters or 2 cups. 2 cups, 8 ounces. If you're a female or you're a small dude or you don't want to eat so much, you can use a smaller mug too. This is about a little over 1 cup, so a little over 250 milliliters. If you want to make it smaller, you can make it smaller. I'm bigger, I want it bigger. Right, so lasagna is a really simple thing to do, and the idea, I saw this on YouTube or whatever it was, and I thought it was a great idea because I remember last year when I was traveling, there were a couple of occasions where I was either dead tired or I didn't want to eat out or whatever. I wanted to eat in my hotel room. And in most of the hotel rooms that I stayed in, you know, from top to bottom, there's usually a few things there. There's usually a communal microwave. There's a kettle generally in the room to make, you know, tea or coffee or whatever else. And with those 2 things, you can probably get by. And there's generally some kind of dishware, or you can borrow something. So with those 3 things, you can generally get by with a bodega or a convenience store or a grocery store. And so we're going to make this today. I'm going to be making this the sort of non-traditional way. It'll be lasagna and a salad in 2 coffee mugs, and I'm going to put it in a plate afterwards so you can see exactly how much it makes, because you know we're visual people. All right. First disclaimer: it takes longer than 5 minutes because I had to pre-soak the noodles. These are oven-ready lasagna noodles that I bought. You can actually make these in the sauce. And I basically took 2 noodles, two lengths of noodle, and I broke it into smaller pieces. It doesn't break evenly, but you don't worry about that because, you know, once it's in there, nobody sees it anyway. So right, what we're going to do basically is we're going to assemble this right now. I'll tell you what you need. In my case, I'm using lentils that I made. Sorry about the messy dish, but you know, it's been in here for a while. These are lentils that I cooked with spices and what have you. That's my preference. You can use canned lentils. You can pick it up for like, you know, 50 cents, whatever it is on sale. You'll need some kind of sauce. I'll be using just stewed tomatoes, basically. It's not even tomato sauce. It's just you know, liquefied tomatoes. You can pick that up cheap too. I'm going to be picking this up tonight. It's Super C for like 4 cans for $2. It's like 50 cents a can. Cheap. I also could have used ratatouille. This is something that I bought at the store. I don't buy a lot of store-bought, but hold on, where's the can? So basically, it's ratatouille. It's made with peppers and tomato sauce. I bought it in a can. I got it for like $1.69. And this is leftover that I have. I could have used this, but I won't. I'm just going to make it a simplified way. You can use onions. You can use any kind of protein you like. You can use ground beef if you have it. You can use just tomato sauce. You can use cheese. Generally, it's made with ricotta cheese. I'm going to make it a little bit differently because I'm realizing that the younger generation, a lot of them don't like milk. So this is going to be a cheese alternative. I will be adding some cheese to the top, but that's because, you know, that's me. Right. So basically, what you're going to do, and also another thing I'm going to tell you is don't throw juice from anything away. Don't throw pasta water away. All that stuff is good. You just, you know, you keep using it for soup and what have you, or liquefying, you know, the sauces that are too thick. Don't throw food away. Pisses me off. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is we're going to drain the pasta water, and I'm going to be reusing the cling film or the cellophane that I use on this because I don't like that ending up in animals' bellies in the ocean either. So I do have a conscience, folks. Right, so first things first, we're going to empty this off. I have a cutting board here, and we'll make a little salad to go. That I'll get to that in a minute. So basically, we're going to save that for later if we can. I'm just going to empty the water out of this. There was salt in the water, because I salt everything. Oops, I made a mess. So basically, as you can see, the noodles are going to be a little under al dente. I'll probably end up sticking this in the plate. A little bit under al dente. So, which means that they're not exactly cooked, but they'll be cooking in the microwave. So as you can see, they're looser. You'll be able to work with this. So first things first, we're going to assemble the first cup for the pasta. So oops, another mess. So we're going to add a little bit of tomato sauce. It comes in you do it in layers. So basically, I don't know if you can see this. It's a cup here. So you can add a little bit of tomato sauce to the bottom to put something on the bottom, so it doesn't stick and what have you. After that, we're going to go for the lentils. this is the protein source in my meal. You can use ground beef or you can use nothing at all. And generally this is made with either ricotta. So 1 spoonful of that in the bottom. Now I'm going to start assembling. So we're going to start by adding the pasta noodles. You just add them to the thing. You can double them up. That's what I do because, you know, I figure more pasta is better than not enough. So we're going to put probably, I have a little piece here. So I'm going to put like 3 layers because that's the way I like it. Now, this is the point where we're going to make the alternative to the ricotta cheese. For those that don't like cheese. So we're going to take 1 egg, break 1 egg in here, and I'm also going to show you how to beat an egg properly. This is the way that they make omelets properly. What you're going to do is you're going to take the egg, break it into a bowl. You're then going to take, do I have a fork? I hope so. You're going to add a little bit of salt. This is sea salt, not the bad stuff. So you're going to add a little bit of salt. What the salt does basically is it helps break down the proteins in the egg and it gives you a lighter egg. And the other trick to beating an egg is you take a little bit of olive oil, or any type of oil, you add a little bit of fat to it. Not much, just a little bit. Good. Alright, so that part is done. We're now going to take a fork, which I forgot, or I lost, and we're just going to beat the egg. Just beat the egg. You don't have to beat the hell out of it either, just, you know, make sure that it's mixed. It becomes a little bit foamy. You don't have to beat it for 5 minutes, you don't have to take an egg beater or anything, just beat it up a little bit like so. Right. Now, in order to give this thing a little bit of shape, we're going to add zucchini to it. I'm going to add this to the... Do I have another bowl? I think I have another bowl. Yeah. So basically we're going to grate a little bit of zucchini into the egg. That's going to give it a little bit of shape. I'll just do it on the cutting board. It'll be easy. Alright, so you're going to grate a little bit of zucchini. Like so. Because of course the egg isn't really, it doesn't have much of a form, there's no fiber in it or what have you. So we're just going to grate enough to fill up that little strainer or so. And we're going to add that to the egg. This is going to be the middle layer that's generally cheese. In this case we're doing an alternative. So, like so. You don't have to add salt to this, I'll show you why in a minute. Right. Bingo. That's grated. We're going to put that in the strainer again. Here. So we're going to add this to the strainer. We're just going to put it in the strainer like this. Because we want to get some juice out. We don't want this to be too liquidy. Otherwise, you know, you end up with liquidy lasagna, and that's not so great. So I can get this all picked up. Probably not. Doing my best here. Trying to go fast. Okay. So about like so. You don't need that much. Just like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze this into the strainer to get some of the liquid out. And we're going to put that with the pasta water that I kept that's going to end up probably in the soup. So basically you're just going to squeeze this like so. You can do it in a paper towel, you can squeeze it in your hands, you know, just in order to get some of the liquid out. Okay. That's good enough. And this we're going to add to the egg mixture. And we're just going to beat that into it. Mix that in. Okay, and that's going to be the center layer. I don't know if you guys can see this, probably not. Anyway, I'll show you in a bit. So this is going to be the center layer of the lasagna. I have a spoon here somewhere. Grab another spoon. I'll show you what it looks like. It's you know, it's fairly thick. So what you end up with is an egg and lasagna mixture that you're going to put on the top. That's the center layer. I don't know if you can see that. So we're just going to add that all in. That's going to be the middle layer. Okay. To which we're going to add... Not to contaminate anything. Oh, there's the spoon. Okay, found it. To which we're going to add another layer of lentils on the top. And we're not going to add tomato at this point. I might have a few left, okay. We're not going to add another layer of tomato because we're going to add one to the top, and at one point too much tomato paste is too much of a good thing, which is not a good thing. We're going to add another layer of the noodles on the top. Polish these all off. Okay, fit that in. And I don't know if you guys can see this at this point. Probably not. Try to bring this down a little bit. So as you can see, it's making layers. There are 3 layers. It's not that hard to understand. Okay, at this point we're going to add a last layer of tomato sauce, like so, to the top. And on top of that, this is where I'm going to cheat and put some cheese on because, hey, that's me. So I have a little bit of cheddar left. So I'm moving around the stove here on another gloop. So we're going to have a little bit of cheese on top, just because I do. Like I said, you can add ricotta in the middle. It makes things easier. Oops. Rinse that off. Okay, good. 5-second rule. So we're just going to grate a little bit of cheese on the top, just to finish it off. And I'm going to have to rinse off the cutting board because I'm making the salad after this. Obviously, when you're not talking, you go faster. Okay. Boom. So we're pretty much done with this. I'm just going to finish it off with a tiny, you know what, I don't want to waste all this shit here. Let me pick this up. Just don't want to waste all this cheese and tomato sauce. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to the top, just to keep it nice on the top, nice and nice. And that'll be that. So that'll be ready to go into the microwave at this point for 2.5 minutes, because generally it's 1.5 minutes for a smaller cup, and with cheese. But the thing is, since there's an egg, I have to cook it a little bit longer, and it's a bigger cup than, you know, like I said, the small cup. So, okay, turn that off. Now, so I don't know if you guys can see this at this point, but this is basically a full cup. There's cheese on the top and what have you. I'm going to try and recycle this saran wrap, cling fill, pellicule plastique, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to try and recycle this because, frankly, I hate wasting plastic. It ends up in all kinds of sea life's bellies, and it's not a good thing. So I try and not use so much of it. I don't know if that's going to stick. I think it's been heated. Oh, where do I go? All right. Oh, we'll get it. All right, good enough. This is just to cover it up, and like I said, it keeps it from splashing, making a mess in the microwave. And you're going to perforate some holes in the top. You can put a dish on top too, I suppose, if you don't have cling fill, what have you. That's not working. Okay. I'm going to have to use another piece. Sorry. You can't reuse saran wrap, I gather. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Okay. Alright. Just going to cut that off. Okay. That'll work. Alright. So this is all ready to go. I'm going to put this in the microwave on full power. I don't really change the power on my microwave. I don't use it that much either. I just generally use it for poke some holes in the top, get the steam out. So I'm going to put this on for 2.5 minutes, and while this is cooking, I'm going to make the salad. So into the microwave it goes, my hidden microwave, which I make popcorn in and nothing else. Sometimes soup if I'm really in a hurry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2.5 minutes. Right. So for the salad, we're going to assemble. Oops. There we go. Lost that tomato again. This one has to get rinsed. Hold on. Hard going fast in the kitchen. So we're going to use some iceberg lettuce. This is basically just a regular head of iceberg lettuce. This is on sale for 99 cents. I bought that. I'm just going to cut it up a little bit. You generally tear lettuce, by the way. You don't cut it, but I'm in a bit of a hurry here. And I don't know. I'm for this shizzle dizzle. So, right, we're going to put in 1 layer of lettuce. After that, we're going to add in half a scallion, green onion, if you will. So basically, we're going to do this in layers too, so we keep things manageable. And plus, it's easier to mix in the cup. We're going to add in 1 tomato. This is a cherry tomato, Savoie, also on sale this week, which we're going to quarter. We'll cut that into little pieces. By the way, guys, girls like salads with little pieces in them, not big pieces. So if you want a date, boom, good. And I'm going to add a little bit of cucumber. It's just a little piece I have left, which we're going to cut in half, and then we're going to slice like so. So I'm going to put that with the cucumber in the middle. All good. At which point we're going to finish this off. We're going to stick in another pile of lettuce. So get this all done. We're going to add in the rest of the spring onion. I'm going to push this down because, hey man, we all like salad, eh? So push that down a little bit. Add in a draw and quarter the last tomato. And we're going to do a very simple vinaigrette with this. It's not going to be anything fancy. And we're going to put it in the last part of the scallion, like so. Oh, we're going pretty fast, getting into the beat of things here. Okay, so we're going to add the last part of scallion on the top, like so. And to this, we're going to make a very simple vinaigrette because obviously you can buy one, but I don't do that. Very, very simple. Here's Oscar the pest. He's being a pest again this morning. So, what we're going to do for the vinaigrette, very, very simple. Nothing fancy in this one. We're going to put in a little splash of white vinegar. Boom. Vinaigrette. Vinegar. Comes from France. We're not going to add any mustard to this because I don't have the time. I don't feel like it. Which we're going to add a little pinch of brown sugar to balance the acidity in the, that's the clean spoon. We're going to add a little bit of brown sugar. Which is all dried up at this point. Just wet the lid. Okay, no time. Add a little bit of brown sugar, not a big pile of it, just a little bit. Hold on. Try and get this done here. Scrape it off. You can put a piece of apple in your sugar if it dries up like that, or cucumber, whatever. That's enough. Like I said, it's just enough to counteract the acidity. You don't need much. And I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to that on the top. And I'm going to show you, we're going to mix this up. This is the ghetto way of mixing it up. Put your big mitt on the top. Just shake. Shake your blubber. Your man boobs. And that's mixed. Now, we get out the lasagna, which is now ready. The cheese is all melted on the top. That's nice. Pull off the cling film, and I'll be pouring this into a dish, putting this into a dish so you can see. So as you can see here, it's all cooked. The lasagna is cooked. Everything's done. Now I'm just going to put this into a dish so I can show you guys what this makes. We're talking about 2 coffee cups worth, no more. And I'm just going to flip this, I guess. Probably not going to work. I'll probably have to scoop it out. But hey. So we're going to flip. Boom. Done. It's not going to be pretty. You don't get the layers, but hey, c'est la vie. Alright, here we go. I'm going to move this around a little bit. That sauce out so you don't lose it. Don't waste food, people. If you like it hotter, you can add sriracha or pepper. I'm making mine very, very simply today. Because you don't have to drown things either with all kinds of spices and whatever. Sometimes it's better to have things simple. Right. And to which we're going to add the salad. Boom. Okay. We are all done. You can put a little bit of Parmesan on top if you want, but that's basically your entire meal. Hold on, let me just flip this around here. Boom. Boom. Flip, flip, flip. I guess I can't flip this. Okay, so here's your entire meal. Folks, this is a salad. I guess the tomatoes are a little buried here. Salad and lasagna. This is an entire plate. It's nothing small here, guys. So that's your entire meal in 2 coffee cups that you can either eat on vacation, at home, or what have you. Less dishes to do. You generally eat it out of the cups. And that's about that, folks. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.